Hey, it's me again. I have the lights on in here. I don't know why it looks so dim. I can't bear them any brighter though. It's a little after 5 in the morning. Making some coffee, black coffee. Not. I don't have that every morning. Yesterday I had apple cider vinegar with water. Today I'm having some black coffee. Excuse me. I've got one of those Keurig style machines, but I use a refillable cup. I don't use the disposable plastic ones, and I basically buy my own coffee, whether it's ground or beans, and I grind them myself. But man, when you got to drink it black like that, it just takes the pleasure out of it. I just don't like black coffee, but I drink it for the autophagy effects or whatever, and slight caffeine boost in the morning. Yeah. Positive effects of intermittent fasting and OMAD. Let's see. It's only been a little over a week. As I've said in other videos, not only do I feel 100% better than I did, I feel stronger. Let me give you a case in point. I have a 4-year-old little girl. We have a 4-year-old little girl. And a lot of times she likes for me to pick her up. The other night she got a splinter in her foot and she couldn't walk. It was like a big splinter. We had to take her to the doctor. They had to pull it out. There's no way I would have been able to pull this out at home because, we had to hold her down so the doctor could do it. It's on the bottom of the foot. It hurt, we felt bad for her. But anyway, I've been having a hard time picking her up and carrying her around when she wants to be picked up. Little children, they still want to be carried around periodically. So I've been having a hard time with that, Like, I get out of breath. I haven't felt strong lately, One of the things that made me finally go headlong into this again is last chance to make it right, because the health deterioration from being overweight, between the aching, painful joints, feeling tired all the time, getting out of breath, just on and on. It's just a cascading downward spiral. I am telling you, within only a week, like in less than a week, I felt 75% better. In a week to a week and a half, whatever it is now, over 100% better than I did before I started doing this. Something about this process of fasting during the day, long-term daily fast, changes your biochemistry. It starts improving things. At least for me it does. The other night I picked my daughter up and I carried her around, and it was like she felt as light as a feather, and I just felt stronger. Like the structure of my body, I just felt stronger in myself. I don't know how else to say this. So I've noticed that. I've noticed that this little spark of life that I have, or had, came back. I'm sorry if I'm yawning. It's early. It was another tossy-turny night last night with my daughter. She's got some kind of a virus. My wife was up, and therefore I kept getting woken up. But in spite of that, I have energy that I never would have had. But yeah, I do get that surface tired. But I'm sorry. I hate yawning during these things. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. Even with it being early, I can't help it. It's actually very annoying. It's annoying to me as well. So anyway, this is the only time I could do this uninterrupted, by the way. So I feel stronger. I feel better. this whole Zest for Life thing has come back. I noticed that before I was doing this, I was limping really bad. I have bad knees. A lot of foolish weightlifting when I was younger and everything else, and the weight has caught up with me. I have a torn meniscus in my right knee. And just a few days before embarking on this, I was at the second orthopedic surgeon within a few months, and he was basically they cortisone shots don't even help my knees. So he was saying they have to do an arthroscopy. They have to go in and clean it out, and that there's probably a piece of torn meniscus that's irritating when I walk in my right knee. I was starting to get pain in my left knee, but my right knee hurts more. And I was basically limping around. The only thing I did, as I mentioned in earlier videos, I changed my footwear. I switched out for now from boots to like New Balance black walking sneakers, which kind of look a little like shoes. I could get away with wearing them to work. I'd rather wear the boots because they look better, more badass, but you got to do what you got to do. That's helped, but I believe something with this diet has done something. A lot of the pain, the inflammation pain, has gone down dramatically, to the point where sometimes walking in my commutes back to and from the bus terminal in New York City and through the subway system, there's times when I'm not even limping. Sometimes I get a little bit of a limp, but I was literally bad limping, So anyway, I had this bad limp. I just felt tired, fat, out of shape. As I do these videos, I'm 50 years old. I was starting to feel like, well, this is my lot in life. I'm going to be a fat old man. And I started to act like a fat old man. Just the whole zest for life kind of goes away. You start to feel kind of old and decrepit, and you're limping. And it literally, that stuff Tony Robbins says about posture and everything, it's true. You get like that, and all of a sudden, the life just sucks out of you. So, ever since doing this and feeling better, I'm listening to the heavy metal on my headphones. I feel mentally more like I did when I was in my 20s. And this is only after a week. It's amazing the positive effects that this has. And also it's supposed to raise testosterone, which will be awesome for me. The whole HGH, the whole hormonal system, the hormonal profile is supposed to change, and maybe it's already starting, because I can't explain this whole mood altering, physical body strengthening within only a week and a half. This isn't just some random thing. It wouldn't have been like this. I wasn't like this in all the time before this. It was a steady decline. So anybody who's thinking about doing this, you can possibly look forward to that. I don't know how many people who have done this or have lost a lot of weight like this can corroborate this sort of thing. I guess it all depends on how bad you were when you started. So, comment below about your journey. Have you experienced something like that? Or is it just me? Thank you to those who have been commenting. I appreciate it. To those who have been liking and subscribing, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I realize that watching a YouTube video doesn't cost you anything but a little bit of time. And clicking a thing doesn't take anything, but many people don't. So I appreciate it if you do. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell. That's what everybody always says. Please share it, recommend it, and help get my subscriber count up. I'd appreciate it. And below I have the t-shirt link, the Amazon t-shirts. I'm doing a line of intermittent fasting. It's not just going to be intermittent fasting, but that's where I'm starting off. Fitness type t-shirt designs. Some have graphics, some are just words. And they've been growing. Yesterday I banged out like a bunch on my lunch hour at work. I have the visual design software. Also, I have it at home, but I also installed it at work. And I don't eat lunch anymore, right? So where I work, you have to take an hour lunch. You don't have to leave, but you have to, and you're encouraged to you have to take your lunch. What am I going to do? Sit there and stare off into space? So they're fairly liberal with computer policies. I'm able to, you can browse the web. Nothing bad. They do have filters for bad stuff. Not that I would, but I'm just saying, you could browse the web, check up the news, whatever. But until somebody tells me I can't, I upload t-shirt designs to Amazon. So I have a bunch, and I think they're pretty cool. They're pretty witty. Spread the IF love around, and things about insulin resistance and stuff like that. Autophagy, intermittent fasting. Then eventually I'll have more fitness, just general fitness ones thrown in. I'm just getting my ideas now. So, just a word for anybody who ever decides to actually get any Amazon shirts. Just a quick little tidbit about Amazon. These are called print on demand. Basically, when you order it, they send the order out to their supplier, they print it, and they ship it. Not just Amazon, but any print on demand provider. Apparently, part of the print on demand process, the shirts, when you open them up at home, they smell like vinegar. There's like this overwhelming vinegar smell. It's part of the print on demand process. I don't know why they can't get rid of that before they ship it, but the cure is simple. It's a one-time thing. It's part of the creation process. And you either throw it in the back of your closet for a few days and it naturally fades away, never to be seen again, or I would wait a day or two, but you throw them in the wash, and that gets rid of the smell. Again, it's just part of the process of the print-on-demand shirt creation. And apparently it's not just Amazon. Any of these POD outlets have the same thing. Okay? So anyway, I appreciate sharing that link around as well. Or just browsing the stuff. That's about it. So, yeah. This whole thing is just really cool. And last night, coming off my fast, again, no hunger at all. Through the day, might get a mild little tinge of it. I was drinking just plain tea all day yesterday at work. I work in Chinatown, New York City. So there's a little tea shop around the corner. So the other day I went and I bought a box of oolong and a box of white tea, which is basically a less processed green tea, and to add to the green jasmine tea that I had. And it gives me some variety during the day. You can't eat anything, what are you going to do? You can't drink diet soda. That apparently can cause insulin. Not healthy either. So I just drink tea, unsweetened tea all day. Hey, it keeps you hydrated. It's got a lot of other effects. I was watching a video where they were showing the effects of the ECGC or whatever it is in green tea, the quercetins, and apparently it enhances the whole fasting diet. So, hey. So anyway, I use that. So yeah, I was drinking tea all day. That's it. Yeah. Every so often you get the rumble, the stomach growling because it's empty. But the longer the fast goes, the easier it gets every day. And towards the end, like I said, dinner comes around and you eat because it's time, not because you're ravenous or you have to. I see some of these comments on Reddit. Reddit has an intermittent fasting group, and you hear about people saying how starving they are. But then you also see your share of comments of people who, well, I have my coffee with my cream in it, half and half, and stevia sweetener. And I'm like, well, you're sabotaging yourself. I used to do that, and the hunger, you're making the hunger worse by doing that. You're not supposed to have cream or half and half. I know people say you could get away with a little fat. You're just sabotaging yourself. Don't do it. Go completely clean. And the sweeteners, even if it's a non-caloric sweetener, there's usually additional things in those concoctions that are not good, whether it's a sugar, alcohol, or something. Just stay away from it. I don't like black coffee, but I'm doing it for this, right? Once you get into maintenance mode, you can maybe lighten up a little bit, right? But during the weight loss phase, just suck it up, right? Half and half in your coffee doesn't cut it. Didn't cut it for me when I played around with this a year ago. I lost weight, but you're sabotaging yourself. You're setting yourself up for possible failure by doing that. So anyway, these people, I told somebody, you're not fasting. Another person asked about matcha, which is a green tea. The problem with matcha is that, unlike regular green tea where you just steep it and you're drinking the water, matcha is ground up tea leaves. It's in like a powder, and you mix it in the water. It's absolutely delicious. The guy I work with, he's a vegan. He's into all this health stuff, and he let me taste his matcha once, and it's fantastic stuff. But it's got calories, right? It's actually ground up leaves in a powder suspended in the water, and you drink it. But you're consuming the tea leaves. There's carbohydrates in that, okay? You can't do that while you're fasting. That's not the same as steeped green tea or black coffee. So be smart, people. Don't sabotage yourself like that. So, the person on Reddit was like, well, thanks for your answer. I'm waiting for the owner of the channel. No, that wasn't Reddit. That was on YouTube. I'm waiting for the popular YouTuber who runs the big channel with thousands of subscribers to answer him to confirm what I said. I'm like, there's no confirmation needed. All right? Matcha is ground up tea leaves. The tea leaves have some carbohydrates. You're sabotaging yourself. This is indisputable fact. He's like, though, there's controversy here. No, it's not controversial. It's not disputable. I'm telling you the fact. All right? Matcha will break your fast. Anyway, maybe some people can get away with it. I don't know. But it's not worth it, in my opinion. Drink that during your eating phase if you want it for health benefits or for the taste, but not during the fasting part. That's all. So that's about it. I dropped some of my experience, other stuff, and some of the health stuff, and the t-shirts and this and that. I don't think there's really much more to say right now, and it's getting late. I'm going to go drink my coffee and take my dogs out and then start the commute. The good thing about the commute in and out of New York City is I have the phone and the headphones, and I watch YouTube. I either watch YouTube videos or I listen to music. So that makes it go quicker. So anyway, thank you for watching, for listening to my rambling. Please like and subscribe, share it. Nothing fancy yet. Obviously, I have a lot of weight to lose. As I lose weight, more weight. Oh, my pants are looser than ever. Like, for the start of this, yesterday when I get home, I told my wife, I pulled my pants out. Like, my pants were already on the tightest belt loop, right? I have a large belt. But But I like pulled them. She's like, oh my God. She's like, you really are losing weight. She notices my stomach's not bloated the way it was. So I have a long way to go. But already, only like a week, a little over a week in, the results are amazing. Okay? I don't know about the actual weight loss because I don't have a scale. I'm going more by how I look and feel and how my clothes fit. So, definitely positive. So I feel better. But again, for the real looking better to take effect, it's going to be, I don't know how long it's going to be, probably a few months. But as it does, maybe I'll do some more panned out shots and put some more thumbnails on my YouTube or something. I mean, I'm capable of doing that. I'm just doing this old school right now. And this is quick and easy. You know, a lot of these YouTubers have the fancy productions where it looks more like a TV show. I don't know, maybe that's what they do for a living. Eventually maybe I'll try to make my stuff more appealing like that. But for now, I'm just doing the old school. This is more like a support thing. It's for myself as well as for others who may be interested. So, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and let's do this.